So when we talk about a vibrational reality, we want you to do your best to wrap your thoughts around it, because if you will begin to set your sights upon this vibrational reality, now what is it? So you are source energy, a part of you, a small part of you, not very big part of you at all. The larger part of you remains non-physically focused, but a part of you comes forth as consciousness into this physical apparatus. And here, brilliant sorters and sifters and creators on the leading edge that you are, you know what you don't want, so you know what you do want. And whether you're speaking it openly or not, you cannot be exposed to life at all without your personal, from your selfish, which is a wonderful thing, you cannot see other than through the eyes of self, from your selfish perspective, your desires emanate. And when that happens, when that vibrational request radiates from you, the larger part of you who knows that you should know what you prefer, you're the one out there living it. And your source is answering your request. All requests are being answered, so it's not like you could ask for something that would hurt someone else in this infinite resource universe. So when you ask, source doesn't just answer the request. Source literally becomes the vibrational equivalent of what you are asking for. If you're sick and you ask for wellness, the non-physical part of you becomes weller than you were before you were sick. If you don't have enough of something that you want and you ask for more of it, even if you're not using words, just experience says this would be better, the non-physical part of you becomes the vibrational equivalent of that request. Oh, it is such an important thing for you to understand that, because every emotion that you feel is about that. When you ask for something and the larger part of you becomes it, but the physical part of you keeps beating the drum of the reason that you ask for it to begin with, I'm sick. I'm so sick. I want to be well, but I'm sick. I'm so sick. The part of you that is weller and dominant is calling you toward complete wellness, but if you keep beating the drum of, I don't have enough wellness, I don't have enough money, I do not have enough lovers in my bed, I do not have enough, I do not have enough, I do not have enough. When you beat the drum of where you are, as you face the reality and speak about what it is, as you tell the story of what is, you hold yourself apart from the vibrational reality that is in the process of amassing for you. Now, this is really an important thing for you to understand. You've been asking for a lot of things, and you've created a vibrational reality. We've been calling it a vibrational escrow because it is held with your account information. It is held for you. Nobody else is going to come and snatch it away. It belongs to you. This vibrational reality is there percolating. And by percolating, we mean something really significant for you to wrap your thoughts around. This vibrational reality, with law of attraction's attention upon it, this vibrational reality is amassing all circumstances and events necessary for the completion of all that you've been asking for. And you have been very specific. Every time you've had an experience of any kind, you've put a little more request into it, until out of the details of the life you've lived, you have honed a vibrational reality that is perfection for now. It's going to keep changing, but it's perfection for now. But it's going to keep changing, but it's perfection for now. Source continues to keep up with all of the amendments that you add to your vibrational reality. And law of attraction now is gathering, because there is a veritable vortex of attraction going on here. It's big. It was spinning before you had your first exposure to your first experience that made you ask for your first new request from this physical vantage point. In other words, who you are has been spinning and becoming. So here is this spinning, becoming version, larger version, eternal version of who you are. And the attraction power is beyond physical description. This is the energy that creates worlds, and it is spinning for you. Your emotions tell you your relationship to your vibrational becoming. If you feel great, it means what you're doing with your thoughts, the conversations you're having with your friends, the books you're reading, the television programs you're watching, the things that you're doing that are causing an activation of vibration within you are holding you pretty close to the vicinity of who you really are. And because there is little separation between you and you feel good. It feels like elation. It feels like interest. It feels like vitality. It feels like flexibility. It feels like clarity. It feels like love. You feel frisky. It feels like appreciation. When you are tuned in, tapped in, turned on to who you really are and to all that you are in the process of becoming, you have sight, you have access, you have the ability to translate things that are in your vibrational escrow account. You have view of them. You get impulses. You end up at the right place at the right time. Your timing is good. Your conversations are uplifting. You are good for the people that you hang around with. You can only hang around with people that are good for you because your vibration is so pure that law of attraction is bringing to you only that which is a vibrational match of that which you have become. But if you're feeling negative emotion, if you're depressed, if you're discouraged, if you feel disappointment, if you feel fear, if you feel anger, or any of those hateful, not good feeling emotions, those emotions are your indication that life, your life, has caused you to become, you have vibrationally become, and the larger part of you, the part of you that precedes all things that you are, that vibrational, eternal part of you has become, but you're not going. Not yet. Oh, you will when you croak, you'll go. In other words, when you're no longer beating this drum, this vibration, this singular then vibration, will call you home, so to speak. But we want you to know you don't have to croak in order to be who you are, but you do have to stop doing that thing you do that holds you in vibrational dissonance, in vibrational disrespect, in vibrational disallowance, in vibrational resistance to who you really are. You just can't continue to beat that drum and hold fast to those beliefs, those chronic thoughts. That's what a belief is, isn't it? It's a habit of thought. So why would you have habits of thought that don't let you be who you are? Why would you have habits of thought that hold you apart from who you are? The only reason can be that you don't get it, that your thought becomes your point of attraction. You don't realize that you're literally splitting yourself apart by having two vibrational point of views that law of attraction is responding to. And the other reason, the big one, is the one that we would focus upon if we were standing in your physical shoes. You must not care how you feel. Because if you cared how you felt, you'd guide your thoughts to thoughts that feel good. And when you guide your thoughts to thoughts that feel good, you would come into alignment. In other words, you are a lover. And when you find someone to be mad at, and you hold them as your object of attention for a while, and you build a big case against them, oh, we know, they deserve it, they were bad. You're not making this stuff up. You observed a reality, and you hated it, and you talked to others about it, and they agreed with you. And then you joined that online chat group, and they agreed with you, more or less. And you wrote it in your diary. You want your children to understand what happened to you. History is so important here. And without meaning to, you trained yourself by your attention to this subject. You trained yourself into a vibrational attitude or mood that then law of attraction helps support. So you gave your attention to it, so you activated a vibration. And when you activated the vibration, it didn't take long before your point of attraction was affected. And things that supported that thought began to show up in your experience. And then you said, see, I told you I was right. And now you have evidence that supports what you expected anyway, and now you talk to your friends about the evidence. You write it in your diary. You blog about it. Blog. It's a good word, blog. So descriptive of what's happening, blog. So you blog about it. And then you activate the vibration even more, and now you get even more evidence about it, and then you say, this is reality. And we say, there's so much better reality waiting for you over here. And you say, I know, but to get that reality, I would have to consistently feel good, and it's just not worth it. Oh, wait, you don't say that, but you must mean that. I'm comfortable feeling bad. I'm used to it. My mother felt bad. Her mother felt bad. Most of my friends feel bad. We just feel bad. It's what we do. We face reality. We feel bad, but it's what we do. And we say, as long as that is sort of your mindset, as long as you are not really particular about the way you feel, as long as you don't care how you feel, then we understand how you can be sloppy in your thinking, and you can give your attention to lots of things, and you can create lots of reality, and then you spend your time, most of you as humans, documenting the erroneous realities that have been created by other non-deliberate creators by default also. And then you write history books about the civilizations and the way they lived to support your theory of reality. And meanwhile, you're doing just what you knew you would do. You came forth into physical. You mixed it up. You gave birth to all kinds of better reality. The source within you collected the data of the better reality from you and you and you and you and you. And the better reality remains as this vibrational potential that future generations will live, because they will not be holding to the same beliefs that you're holding to, that are preventing you from living the reality that you deserve, that you created, that you want, that you're blogging about, but that you're holding yourself in vibrational dissonance with, because of your attention of what is. You've got what is-itis. What is so compelling because there's so much about it that feels real. You're interpreting it with your eyes. You're interpreting it with your ears. You're interpreting it with your nose and your tongue and your fingertips. It's real, you say. It's real. It's not like this nebulous vibrational reality that Abraham is always crowing about. This is a reality that we can sink our teeth in. And we say, you've got a lot of things in your reality that you can sink your teeth in that are blissful and beautiful. And we think it is a wonderful thing when you give your undivided attention to lovely things. And we want to compliment you on the lives that you are building. In other words, you're doing exactly what you said you would do. You're mixing it up, and you are causing an expansion of the universe just the way you knew you would. And your lives, for the most part, especially those of you who are here, are going very well. We do not want to give you the impression that we are disappointed at all in what's going on with you. We just want you to know that you meant to feel good. You wanted life to feel good to you. You want to have fun. You want to know your purpose. You want to feel worthy. You want to feel good about others. And when you feel anything less than any of those things, you're not being who you are. And the reason that you're not being who you are is because you have your attention upon something other than who you really are. We said to you, it was a promise that we made that we are keeping, that we would always hold our knowing about who you really are. And anytime you ask, we would come forth and tell you who you are. So here you are asking, and here we are telling you, you are source energy in physical form. You are creator of your own reality. You create through the projection of your thought. Your emotions are your guidance that let you know how you're doing in terms of whether you're keeping up with the furthest expanded version of you or whether you're not. And so we can see that we are living happily ever after together with you, leading edge genius creators out here on the leading edge of thought. You are among the rare humans who have apparently, by your participation here, decided, at least to some degree, that you are no longer going to be a creator by default. You're going to create deliberately. And that does mean directing your thoughts more specifically. But the way to do it is not by monitoring your thoughts. It will make you crazy. There are too many of them to monitor. The way to do it is by making a statement to yourself that you intend to really live up to, that says, I care how I feel and I want to feel good. And I'm going to let that be the criteria by which I choose my participation in behavior, my participation in conversation, and my participation in thought. I want to feel good. 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 I want to feel good.